Dear student, welcome to my online class. Hope you are well by the grace of Almighty. This is MD Tahirul Islam, Assistant Teacher English, Lucas Public School and College, Rangamati. Today I am going to discuss about the Chapter 3, Agriculture Inputs. Chapter 3, Agriculture Inputs. In the previous class, it was mentioned that soil provides the physical support to the plants and nutrients as well. In the last chapter, we have finished, which is mentioned about the soil provide the physical support to the plants and nutrient as well. And what is the nutrient? Nutrient means a source of nourishment, such as food that can be metabolized by organism to give energy and build tissue. So what is the role of fertilizer? In this chapter, we will discuss about what is the role of fertilizer. What is the fertilizer? A natural substance that is used to make the ground more suitable for growing plants, and it supplements the nutrition for the plant. That means it gives an extra nutrition for the plant. In case of animal carbohydrate, in the event of animals needs carbohydrates, protein, fat, vitamins and mineral salt are source of nutrients. For culture fish and domestic animal, food supplement called feeds are important to have the expected production. If I want to get more productions in a cultivating fish and rearing of a domestic animals, and if I give an extra food supplement, that is called feeds. Similarly, amending soil with organic manure improves the productivity of the soil. If I give more organic manure, and then we will get a lot of production from the soil. So it is important to know about the production process, use of organic manure in this chapter. That is why we will know about the how can I produce the more product and how can I use the organic manure. The lesson 1, elements of plant nutrition. Plant draw some element from soil, air, water for nutrition and growth. These are called the essential elements. If I ask you what to understand by the essential element, nutrition elements, then you will have to say plant draws some elements from soil and air, water for nutrition and growth. These are called essential elements. Plant take some essential element from 3 natural resources. One is the soil, air and water. And unavailability of any of these basic elements does not allow plant to properly complete its life cycle. Lack of any this basic element does not allow the plant to properly complete, and that means does not grow up properly for its lifelong cycle. However, the need for a particular essential element may vary from crop to crop, and it depends on different crops need a different essential elements. The deficiency symptom of one nutrient cannot be fulfilled by another nutrient. That means if one crop needed the oxygen, if I supply the nitrogen, it will not be fulfilled by another nutrient. So that is why we are discussing about the classification of nutrient elements, the functions and the respective deficiency syndrome is described. Classification of essential nutrient elements. There are 17 essential nutrient elements for plants, and if we want to grow the more crops, we need to ensure the 17 essential nutrient elements. On the basis of amount needed, these are may be divided into the 2 classes, macro and micronutrients. There are 2 kinds of essential element for plant. One is a macro and another one is a micro. Macro means a very large in a scope or a scale. The nutrients which is used in a large scale, and this will be called as the macronutrients. There are 9 micronutrients. These are carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, magnesium, sulfur. These nutrients are used in a large quantity for natural growth of this plant. That means these 9 elements, natural nutrient elements, use more, and that is why it's called the macro. And micronutrients, 8 essential elements are needed in a trace amount. Trace amount means very small amount. These are called micronutrients. These are iron, manganese, molybdenum, copper, zinc, boron, chlorine and cobalt. Though they are applied in small quantities, These are essential for the completion of their life cycle. That means these 8 elements are needed for more productions of plants, very small amount, but without this we cannot complete the life cycle of the plants. So source of essential elements. There are two major sources to obtain these 17 essential elements for plants. These are, one is the natural sources, another one is artificial sources. Natural sources can we get from the three sources. One is the soil, another is the water, another one is air. Soil, except carbon dioxide, carbon, oxygen and hydrogen, all the rest 14 essential are supplied by the soil and soil organic matter. That means we will get from the soil 14 essential elements except carbon, oxygen and hydrogen. From the air we will get the two essential elements, one is the carbon, another one is oxygen, are available from the air. And from also where we will water we will get the two essential elements, one is the hydrogen, another one is oxygen. Plant get its nutrients by drawing water through the roots from the soil. That means hydrogen and oxygen plant can take from water by observing through the roots from the soil. Artificial sources, chemical fertilizer and organic manures. So we'll get the two way from artificial sources. One is the organic manure. Manure means animal excrement or cow dung, especially that of commonly domestic farm animals when used as a fertilizer. And all the nutrients of plants are available in organic manures. Decomposed cow dung, compost, waste, and raw leaves and straw and weeds are used for the making organic manure. All the nutrients of the plant, that means 17 nutrients essential element of the plants are available in organic manure. Decompost, that means to rot or decay something, that means cow dung. And compost means the decayed remain of organic matter that has rotten into the natural fertilizer. That when you compost something and it will be turned into a fertilizer. And waste means litter, refuse and rubbish and dry leaves and straw and weeds are used for the making organic manure. And chemical fertilizer, nitrogen can be obtained from urea. If I use the urea in, and we will get the nitrogen. Triple superphosphates and TSP provide the phosphorus, and murates of potash, MOP provide the potassium, and gypsum provide the calcium and sulfur, and beside the zinc sulfate contain the zinc and sulfur. So, and we can get the artificial sources. From the artificial source also we can get all the essential elements from the natural source. So now, dear students, we'll have to finish the creative question 1 from your chapter 3, and we'll have to write down your copy and we'll have to submit after opening the school. So stay home, stay safe. Thank you.